Coming up next, a UFC Flyweight division matchup. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight. And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket. No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Askar Askarov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Jussier Formiga. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
You ready?
All right, here we are in the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, inside Prudential Center. I can think of a lot of fighters that have had big moments inside these walls. Colby Covington, Anthony Rumble Johnson with a big knockout back in the day. We'll see who shines in front of this capacity crowd tonight.
This is a great arena, but my memory goes to the one time that a guy at the barbershop tried to give me a hairline. He painted me a full-on black hairline. I said, you know what? I can't go to the arena looking like this. I can't show up for fights looking like I'm 17 years old. So I walked.
Oh, it looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, into full guard here, DC. I know you don't like hanging out here for too long.
No, you don't want to stay there. Too much of a submission threat, you got to pass.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Formiga's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Oh, a big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
I mean, how many can he take?
Now the guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking arm bar now.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
A violent tap there, so he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting, and it showed tonight in this big submission victory. He got him! What a fight!
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliano calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 28 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the